Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got Chapter 2 from the Fantastic Four, The House of Horror, from 1968. And this is Chapter 2, The Dragon Den. Johnny opened door after door along the hallways he was following, but each room was vacant. Then finally he found a room that was furnished. This must be the den, he said to himself, looking about. The walls of the room were lined with bookshelves. There was a thick or organ carpet on the floor and several comfortable looking leather chairs. And to his surprise, there was also a large fireplace with a fire blazing in it. Suspectingly, something Johnny entered the room cautiously, then halt and then looked around. He saw nothing suspicious. However, in fact, the room was so pleasant he hastened to leave. As he stood watching the fire, following the dancing antiques of the flame, he he felt himself growing drowsy. Johnny yawned. He shut a couple of minutes in one of those chairs. Wasn't hurt, he decided, but then he became suddenly alarmed again, recalling Reed warnings. For all he knew, one of the chairs Doctor Weird. Might be Doctor Weird waiting to lock him in its arms and strangle him if he sat down. He took a step toward the chair, nearest him. "Weird, is that you?" he challenged. There was no reply. Johnny burst out laughing. Boy, this Doctor Weird had really got me spooked, he said. Here I am talking to a chair. Still chuckling, Johnny settled in the seat and leaned back, relaxing. The jaundiness began to creep over him again. Once more he yawned. His eyelids felt heavy. Then slowly he closed his eyes. Half asleep, half awake, Johnny imagined he saw something strange happening to the fireplace. It seemed to be changing shapes. The and arms appeared to be taken on the form of a four-legged and paw, and fire seemed to be coming from a huge mouth. It was almost as if Johnny abruptly realized that he was not imagining. Fighting off sleep, he leaped into his feet. The fireplace had become a gigantic fire bleaching dragon. Dr. Weird, I presume, Johnny shouted definitely. To your doom, the dragon roared in a loud but human voice. A belch of orange flame exploded from the dragon mouth and burst across the room. Just in time, Johnny ignited and became a flame himself, fighting fire with fire. The dragonfire was turning back, unable for the moment to do any damage to the human torch. You can't save yourself that way, the dragon raged. I'll turn up my heat and burn even you to a crisp. Johnny backed away. He tried. The door, but it was not open. it locked itself when you entered the Dragon Roar, and the walls are lined with asbestos, which won't burn, so you'll be trapped. Once more, a tongue of the flame leaped out at Johnny, and this time he felt it scorch. He felt it scorch him. Quickly, he raised his own heat to defend himself against the dragon fire. Getting a little warm for you. The dragon jeered. Try this for temperature. A burst of flame engulfed the whole room. Again, Johnny raised his own heat, but his hottest was not enough. Was not hot enough. The dragon the dragon fire was beginning to single him around the edge. Despite Johnny backed away, trying to escape the dragon fury breath. Then he found out himself backed against a wall of books, a bookshelf. Trapped, burned the dragon roar, shooting jets after jets of fire at Johnny. Suddenly, Johnny got an idea. He began snatching books from the shelf. Each book he touched burst into flame. Normally, I'm not a fan of book burning, Johnny said, but this is definitely an emergency. He began loading his arm with books, and each book that caught fire added heat to its flame. Now it was the dragon turn to back away. Johnny heat fueled by the burning books were too furnished for it. All at once it turned tall. And galloped back towards the fireplace, but that was a mistake. Johnny hit a book at the fleeing dragon. The book hit the dragon on the tail, and its tail burst into flame. The dragon roared with rage. Quickly, Johnny snatched another armload of books from the shelf, then closed it on the burning dragon. The dragon faced himself again. You have won this round, it roared, but the fight is far from over. It's far from. It's far from over. It just begun. In the next instant, the dragon was gone, and in its place, a huge wall of water had appeared. The water swept down on Johnny, putting out his flames and knocking him off his feet. Then a mysterious as it had appeared, the wall of water became a tinkle and flowed from the room, though the crack wait, though the crack under the door. Dazed, Johnny struggled to his feet. He stumbled to the door and tried to wrench it open, but the door locked held firmly. His only chance to escape, he had decided, was to melt the lock with his flame. Summoning all his energy, Johnny attempted to light the fire. All he got, however, was a sizzle and a tiny curl of smoke. The wall of water that had swept over him had left them too, wet to a night. In prison, in the den, Johnny began beating furiously on the door, hoping Reed, Sue, or Ben would hear the sound and release them. So that was chapter 2, The Dragon Den, from the Fantastic Four, House of Horrors, 1968. So, Pete, come back tomorrow for chapter 3. So, Pete, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.